तो क्या करने का है? जैसा बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक का यूज करता हूँ।
What goes around comes around. Here we are with the new Toastmaster season with new leaders from entire District 20. Dear District 20 dignitaries, Division A to I directors, all the area directors, respective club executive committee members, trainers, organizing committee members, and my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good afternoon to all of you. I am Toastmaster Prajwal, Chief Sergeant at Arms for today's Club Officers Training session. I wish to highlight few guidelines for each one of you to run today's training session smoothly. I hope you will cooperate. Our aim is to avoid noise or disturbance while somebody is giving a speech or training. So please mute your speaker. If you have anything to speak, please send a message to IT moderator or raise hand. And the speakers, if you have connected to WhatsApp in web, please disconnect as WhatsApp notification may disturb everyone. Please keep your videos off if you are eating or drinking something or something which causes disturbance to other members when they are speaking. After the first session, there will be a break of 15 minutes. In that break time, please join respective breakout rooms for training. For each executive committee position, there is a separate breakout room. IT team will explain how to move from main room to breakout room. And speakers, please check your mic is working or audible before speaking. These are the most important rules. Now, to call the training sessions to order, I would like to introduce today's event chair. He is an IT professional with 20 years of IT experience. He joined Toastmasters 5 years back, and since then, he took all kinds of leadership roles in club, area, division, and district level to improve his leadership capabilities. He is a past president of Spentley Bahrain Toastmasters Club and immediate past VPPR in WMC Toastmasters Club. He is current Area 13 director. He loves traveling to explore new places and to try their local dishes. He is none other than Toastmaster Prabodhas Sarangi. So please join me in welcoming event chair Toastmaster Prabodhas Sarangi. All the best, Toastmaster Prabodhas. The screen is yours now.
District 20 Director DTM Khalid Abdullah, District Program Quality Director DTM Mona Abdullah Aloka, District Club Growth Director DTM Yasir Al-Qasa, all Division Directors, our Division D Director DTM Mohammad Al-Dusri, and my fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Good afternoon. Leadership is a process, not a position, said by John Maxwell. And these are the stories about the journey we all take learning to lead. You want to continue to serve as a leader, you must continue to learn. Congratulations to our new club excom who took one step towards their leadership goal. Those who are first time joining the excom must be eager to learn about your roles from our experienced Toastmasters. And today, this training definitely will help you to understand your role in details. The training will be interactive, plus participate in question and answer sessions. The trainers are there to help you to clear all your doubts. And newly joined Club excom, please, maybe your club president will start asking to complete some tasks. Don't get angry by thinking, hey, I don't listen to even my wife, and he's ordering me to complete this task. But few moments later, when you remember, you realize president told to do it on your free time. Now I am watching YouTube, Facebook. Let me do this 5-minute job. And see, it is done. Remember, we took oath to serve the Toastmasters with integrity and to respect all our Toastmasters and guests. Plus, do the service for the betterment of our club and for excellence, performing assigned duties to the best of our abilities. These are the pillars of Toastmasters. We learn best in moments of enjoyment, told by the founder of Toastmasters, Dr. Ralph C. Smedley. And allow me to say thank you to my organizing committee. First of all, thank you, Division D Director, DTM Mohammad Al-Dusri, for giving me this opportunity to conduct this first thought in this tenure 22-23. Let me thank to our education head, Toastmaster Devmalya De. When I asked him to take this role, he immediately agreed by saying, I never done this before, but I'll try my best and to learn. This is the spirit. Thank you so much. Our registration head, Toastmaster Nabinan, who despite his busy schedule, he agreed to take this role and done his job well. Thank you so much. My brother, Toastmaster Tawfiq, who agreed to take IT head and moderator role by just asking once. Despite his work burden, he said, when I did commitment, I never listened to myself. Thank you, Dabang Star. When we are searching for more IT moderator, Toastmaster Sakil also came up to help us. Thank you to be our IT moderator. And our PR head, Toastmaster Amanda Robert, thank you for your support. Those beautiful flyers we are seen on all over social media. And our new Area 15 Director, Toastmaster Prajwal, who actively helping me from the beginning, and today he is our Chief Secretary. Thank you so much. Coming to timer, our world-renowned timer, who is none other than Toastmaster Dinesh Kumar Pal. Thank you, brother, to be our timer today. How can I forget our MC, Toastmaster Silpi Goel? She is contributing it all, even if she is traveling a lot, her dedication to do the MC role is commendable. And our backup MC, Toastmaster Hemlata Singh, who always ready to help. Thank you so much. And we have a team of moderators who will help us in court breakout room. Toastmaster Vikaruddin, Toastmaster Anis, Toastmaster Rabi, Toastmaster Wasim, Toastmaster Nabinan, and Toastmaster Sakil. Thank you so much, all of you. To move forward, allow me to introduce our master of ceremony. She is an entrepreneur and fashion designer running a home linen business, who joined Toastmasters in 2021 from India. She has served various roles in different clubs, also won club and area level contests, and participated in division levels in humorous table topic and evaluation contests. She got the Toastmaster of the Year award in 2021-22 from her club Medley Bar in Toastmasters. Please welcome Toastmaster Silpi Goel as our Master of Ceremony.
Thank you, Event Chair, for the warm, eloquent words of introduction. Distinguished dignitaries, fellow Toastmasters, and honorable guests, good afternoon to all of you. Today's successful leaders are nimble learners, people who learn quickly, are open to the new and unfamiliar, and can find learning in all types of experiences. Amy Edmonds said, learning is not a one-time event or a periodic luxury. Great leaders recognize that the ability to constantly learn, innovate, and improve is vital to their success. Learning is a lifelong process of keeping abreast of change, and the most pressing task is to teach people how to learn. We are lucky to have an amazing platform for learning and leading laid down by Dr. Ralph C. Smedley. Ladies and gentlemen, every year around this time, we in Toastmasters embrace a new bunch of leaders in the form of club officers, and the onus is on to us to ensure that they're adequately trained and motivated to be able to discharge their roles with finesse and aplomb. To learn to lead. Today, we shall be learning from our experienced Toastmasters who will share their knowledge and experience on how best to discharge their roles. So please sit back, enjoy, and happy learning. In order to formally start the meeting, I would like to call upon somebody who doesn't really need an introduction. He is a member of the most senior corporate club in the district, PAPCO Toastmasters, and past president of First Advanced Toastmaster Club in the Middle East, Bahrain Advanced. Immediate past president of the third most senior Toastmasters in Kuwait, Active Mind Toastmasters. Immediate past president of Bahrain Debaters Toastmasters, secretary of Tamakan Advanced Toastmasters, and a proud member of St. Paul Toastmasters. He has risen as a true servant leader from being an area director to division director to CGD to PQD and now as District 20 director. His purpose in life is to lead his kids by a good example of a father, and that's why he's a Toastmaster. Please put your hands together to welcome the video message of the ever-smiling, eloquent District 20 Director TTM Khalid Abdullah, who is unable to join due to certain constraints. Over to you, TTM Khalid Abdullah, for a few words.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, for the lovely introduction. Dignitaries in the house, club officers, Toastmasters, and guests, good day to all of you. I wish if I could be today with you and deliver this live, but for some of you by now knows that I'm not in Bahrain to be able to connect directly at this specific time. So let me say thank you for the leaders who are coming here today, and not just for the DCP, but coming here to learn. Why do we have club officers training? We have many newcomers, and that goes without saying. That's no-brainer for them. You need to be equipped by what you need to be able to manage the term and have a successful term. For those who have been doing it many times and a few times, you are a great resource for District 20. And what you would be doing, especially during the discussion in the breakout room, is exchanging your knowledge. There would be magic there in the exchange of ideas, even for the newcomers. Your trivia, you maybe feel that your questions are not important, but trust me, your way of looking at things with a new perspective would really help us as well grow and would inject more ideas on becoming better version of ourselves. Looking at the beginning of the term, it's very important to set a vision. And that's what we need to be as leaders of District 20, setting a vision. If you ask me for my own vision for District 20, I see ourselves by the end of this term being among the top 8 districts around the world. Some of you might feel, DTM Khalid, 8 around the world? Yes, we can definitely achieve it if we follow those 3 steps. First one is commitment. What I can see in front of me today, virtually or online, is commitment, because you've been here. You're here to become a better version of yourself. You're here to be the backbone of your club. So that's the first ingredient, ticked. Second ingredient, what is more important than commitment at that specific time, is consistency. We need to be relentless in our effort to support our club, to support our members, to support ourselves, to support the goals of the members themselves. And that's an important ingredient that will take us until the end of the term. Let's be relentlessly there, serving our members until the last minute of this term. Third, care. That's contribute the third C. If we do it alone, If I'm committed, if I'm consistent, and I'll just do it for myself without caring for others, that will not get us anywhere. We should really care for others. If we reach our personal goal, we need to reach to others and ask them, how can we help you reach your goals? That's on a members level, on a club level as well. I know that many of the clubs would be will reach 10 DCP by the mid of the term. But that's not enough. We need to look around. We need to go as one big united District 20 family. And that's how we should resemble, or how we should take care among the three ingredients: commitment, consistency, care. And I see ourselves among the top 8 districts around the world. Thank you so much, leaders, for being here today to make a difference. Let's make a difference in our lives. Let's make a difference in other lives. And let's be there until the last minute of this term. Back to you, Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you, TTM Khalid Abdullah, for your kind and inspiring words. We hope we all will follow all the 3 C's which you explained so well. Next, we have somebody who never loses. She either wins or learns. A certified professional trainer, Toastmasters since 2013. She has filled all club XCOM roles several times in her Toastmasters journey. District XCOM, area director, division director, and head of Arabic club affairs. Pathways ambassador, manager, and coordinator, trainer, coordinator, achieved DDM 3 times. Club's mentor, sponsor, and coach. Vice chair for DTAC 2020. Vice chair, Toastmasters Forum 2022. Active in 6 clubs. Please welcome with a thunderous round of applause to our District Program Quality Director, DTM Mona Abdullah. Over to you, DTM Mona Abdullah, for a few words.
Sorry for that. Thank you, Master of Ceremony, for the fabulous introduction. And peace, mercy upon you all. Happy to be with you, CGD, Toastmaster Yasser Gashar, Division D Director, DTM Muhammad Al-Josari, Division Directors, Area Directors, and members of District 20 and all around the world. Good afternoon again. Now, why we are here today? Leadership, commitment. As our district director said, we have a vision, and my vision as a BQD is excellence in quality. Why do we have to have excellence in quality? Because we have a vision as district to be one of among the 8 top districts among the world. Today, I will say leadership is the capacity to look ahead, think ahead, plan ahead, and then influence other people to go ahead on their plan. I would like to congratulate all the clubs, almost 99% up to yesterday. We found that they submit their club officers, which means that they are planning ahead and they are achieving the most or the easiest point, which is in the administration, by submitting your club officers. Thank you so much. Now, second point is we are here today to learn and lead. And by attending this court, that means we will learn and then we will go back to our clubs to lead our members. Not only this, but also we will achieve a point there in a club officer training which is half point by having 4 of our club officers attending today's. But do we only need the 4? Absolutely no. We want the 7 officers plus all the club members to attend this training, not only the club officers. One message I received from one of our members in District 20 when we send the email. I've got a message saying, why you are sending this message to me? I am not a club officer. Actually, this training is not only for club officers. It's for all members to achieve, to set their goals and achieve the goals with the help of the club officers. Hand by hand, we can work together. Hand by hand, we can achieve more and more, sharing our knowledge and trying to support each other, not only our clubs, but as I can see here, we have area directors, we have division directors, we have also some clubs that are senior members that they can support the green clubs. So District 20 is a unique district that we all want to work together, help each other, and succeed together so that we can draw our smile on all faces. And by this, I would like to thank you again, and back to you, Master of Ceremony.
Thank you, DTM Mona, for your inspiring words. Yes, we will all work together as one and achieve the goals together. Next, we have somebody who holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Chemical Engineering, working with Bahrain National Gas Company for 20 years, currently serving as Superintendent Materials Quality and Control. He joined Toastmasters on June 2012. One of the founders of Banagas Toastmaster Club, has served in several positions in Toastmasters. At club level as VP Public Relations, VP Membership, VP Education, and President in Banagas Toastmasters Club. Served as Area 9 Director, Head of Protocol for DTAC 2017 for the largest district in the world then. Head of Sponsorship for DTAC 2019. DTAC 2021 Chairman. Currently, he is District 20 Logistics Manager 2021-22. CGD-elect for District 20, 2022-23. President-elect for Tamyaz Debate for 2022-23. Please welcome District 20 Club Growth Director, Toastmaster Yasir Al-Gaisar, with a boisterous round of applause.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony, for a great introduction. Logistic, this is yesterday. From today, I'm CGD. Thanks for that introductions. So, District Director, DTM Khalid Abdullah, BQD Director, BQD DTM Mona Al-Aqab, Division D Director, DTM Mohammed Dosari, Event Chair, DTM Brabagoda, Division and Area Directors, District and Club Officer, good afternoon. And Happy New Year to all. As today is the first day for the Toastmaster year for the term 2022-23. So, are you ready to successful this year's? Do you wrote your vision, your goals, and your objective? Did you build your team? As our district director said, the district vision is to be one of the top 8 districts in the world. To reach this vision, we need to build a healthy team, district succession plan, set the objective and goal we need to work all together to reach this vision, starting from the members, clubs, division, area, and divisions. We will arrange meeting to plan and individual with all representative of the area and division to build our plan how to success this vision. So today is the first event we have in our district under the division D Director DT Mohammed Doseri. It shows the commitment of the leaders who work hard for this event before even start the term. So thanks and appreciate for all the organizing committee. All the best, leader of District 20, and back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yasir, for your words of wisdom and motivation. Moving on, we have somebody who wears many hats. A Bachelor of Laws. He's the founder of the Kingdom Leaders Team Volunteer Team, founder of Bahrain Debating Club, member of Afaq Al Khataba Club, the first Arabic-speaking club in the Kingdom of Bahrain, president of the Arab Toastmasters Club for debating in the Kingdom of Bahrain since 2017, 2020, 2022, 21, member of the Danat Club in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, consultants for the Arab Debate League in the UAE 2021, president of many competitions at club, area, and division level in Bahrain and Gulf since 2014 to 2022, head of the judging team in many international competitions, part of media committee of His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa Futsal League, currently working in the University of Bahrain as Vice President of Procurement Team. Please welcome our self-facing Division D Director, TTM Mohammed Al Dosri, with a thunderous round of applause.
Learn to lead. Do you know the character of leaders people follow? District Director DTM Khalid Abdullah, BQD DTM Muna Al-Aqab, CGD Toastmaster Yasir Al-Gashar, Event Chair Brother Toastmaster Paraboda, and also brother in my area Toastmaster Barajwal, and all leaders and team and member follow leaders. Good afternoon to you all. I remember in first speech in 2013, when I finished the speech, some member in the end of the meeting come to me and ask me, Mr. Muhammad, do you finish the BS degree? I said, me? BS degree? No, I registered in university only 1 year and I failed in the university. And with the credibility word, they tell me, Muhammad, I see you in the future good leader. So please go to the university again and finish your degree. After that, second day, yes, I registered in university and I finished my degree in Baccalaureate of Law in 2019, after 5 years. So the message, what I want to tell you, the leaders, it's about the credibility and about the honesty of words and your ethicals with the others, members, caring what they say, all leader day. In the end, I want to say, when thought can change you and can change all the world. That's what they say, Stephen Jobs, when they want to change the all world inside your phone now. You can see now from 4 countries, they are there in this room. Thank you for the, especially Toastmaster Paraboda and with his beautiful team who organized this beautiful team, and enjoy in this journey. Back to you, Master of Ceremony.
Thank you, DTM Mohammad Al Dosri, for your words of wisdom. Next, we move on to workshops. For our first workshop of the afternoon, we have somebody with us who is a teacher of English by profession. She's a past division director and held different leadership roles in District 20. She holds certificates in learning difficulties as well as CELTA degree for teaching English to adults, and also holds the Intentional Award in delivering training. Please welcome TTM Fatima Abdullah for her workshop, Building a Healthy Team. TTM Fatima Abdullah.
Thank you, the MC of today. Dear District 20 leaders and the host division, Division D, and our members in District 20, and everyone participating today in our workshops. Very good afternoon to you all, and welcome to the first workshop in the first club officers training for this term. So without further delay, we have to go directly to our 1 minute. Just 1 minute. To our workshop for today, Building a Healthy Team. Before we start, let's have a look at the agenda for today. First of all, we will have the definition of the word team itself. Second, we will have a quick question that will ensure that we all are involved in this. We have trade descriptions and we have practice. And for sure, this workshop itself is a teamwork. So I need all the participation, all the encouragements, and everyone experience is needed and required here to gain and master the success of this workshop. So let's begin, and welcome to the icebreaker. I want you in the chat box, tell us, what's your favorite sports team and why is it? You can even, with the help of the moderator, you can raise the hand. The moderator can open the mic and let you speak. Oh, we have Liverpool. So can we know why? Give us one reason for that. If it's in the chat, if it's speaking, please raise your hand and the moderator will help us during this time. Yes, badminton, any sports. Maybe you can focus more on football because it's more common, or whatever. Cricket teaches you strategy and coordination. Okay, why you are mentioning your sport? Please mention why. Yes, it's the best team, but how? The Real Madrid, but how? See, as mentioned here, it teaches us coordination, strategy, requires team effort, yes. Keeping us active and fit for the sports that you have chosen, Manchester United, because, just let me go back to it. They are passionate. Nice. Scuba diving takes you great realms beneath the sea. Great coordination for Liverpool. Basketball, because the high movement between the team members. Good. And let's see the last participation, cricket. Be alert always. So yes, all of these are reasons for having the best teams or the best sports. They all are like inputs in order to make this sport the best one in the world from your own perspective, but still it's there. Thank you for your participation, and let's continue. The definition of the team in your own words. You can raise the hand. Moderator, please help us to unmute them, and let's see what do we mean by the word team. Can we hear some participation, please? Moderator, can you help me please here? We can start with DTM Wafa. Salman, can you unmute or unmute yourself, please?
Yes, I'm unmuted.
Yes. Can you define the word team?
Yes, team is a group of people that they are working together towards one goal. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much. And we have Toastmaster George. Can you unmute yourself and let's hear you?
It's together everyone achieves more.
True. Yes, working together. That's true. Toastmaster Aaron or Arun, I'm pronouncing it well.
A group of people who works for one vision. They work towards a vision. So there is a
Exactly, that's
coordination.
true. Thank you very much. And we have to end with Toastmaster Tanya. Can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah. Teamwork, team means the people, they try to cooperate with each other using their individual skills and providing constructive feedback despite any personal conflict between them.
Thank you. Thank you. And that's true. All what you have said is correct. So it's, as you said, a group of people working together in order to achieve a certain goal. And within that team, each one, of course, has a certain task, but at the end, they have a bigger picture to complete and make their vision come true. That's true. Thank you. And here, from the definition, we can move forward to think a little bit about the importance. Why do we need teamwork? Why do we need teams in our workplaces, in our social life, in making events? And the most important example that we can think of today is the XCOM of the clubs. So why do you think that it's important to have teams? Toastmaster, the MC, Toastmaster Shilpi, can you? Yes, please.
We need a team because for accomplishing a goal or a vision, we might need specialities of different people, and it's maybe the goal might be too big for a single person to achieve it. So when the team is built up, everyone puts in their best in it to achieve that goal or vision.
Great, that's true. Toastmaster Adnan.
Yes, as previous Toastmaster elaborated, certain goals have different scopes of it, so it require different members, assign them roles in order to achieve this one big goal.
That's true. And here we have Toastmaster Kondal. Please unmute yourself. Okay, if Toastmaster Kondal is not available, we have Toastmaster Lamia.
Yes, Lamia. Good evening, Toastmaster Fatima.
Yes. Toastmaster Kondal, right?
Yes. So the importance of the team, if every individual is a weaker, and you have become a team, you are the strong person and you'll get whatever can you feel or your goal will be easily achieved and fulfilled.
True, true. Thank you. Toastmaster Lamia, since we asked you also, can you?
Yes, the importance of creating a team, it is to support each other first and to exchange our information between us.
Exactly.
And sometimes the aim of the goal, I can't do it my own. I need somebody else to support me or to exchange our experience, to learn from each other. And that's, we need a team. It's very important to have a team to achieve the goal in a successful way.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Lamia. And I end with Toastmaster Hanan. I'm sorry I can't take all the participants, but the short time requires that. Yes, Toastmaster Hanan.
Hey, good afternoon.
Yes.
Really, the importance of a team is that it is very important to divide work among different group of peoples in order to get the benefit of the variety. Because people have different points of views, different thoughts, and so we can reach creativity easily by getting the benefit from this variety. And also dividing work among the members of the group makes work easier and make us reach our goals easily and quickly.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you all participants. That's true. We have a lot here to share. Teamwork is efficient work because each one is helping, is supporting. As one of the participants said, the goal is big. We need to divide it to different tasks so each one can has his input. And at the end, we reach the final result. We have self-monitor as a team member. Why? Because when you work alone, you don't know when you have a delay, you don't know when you slow down, you don't know when you are doing good or you are doing right, but you don't know when to come back. When you are within a team, whenever there is a delay, whenever there is a discourage, whenever there is something went wrong, there is someone else to bring you to the right track, and you continue forward towards achieving your goal. Team innovate faster, of course, because with exchanging ideas, the brainstorming is faster, it's higher, the more results we get, and the faster we overcome challenges. Teammates learn from each other, as I think Toastmaster Hanan mentioned that, or Toastmaster Lamia said, that we learn from each other's experiences, we exchange opinions, ideas, we learn from each other because we come from different backgrounds, we worked in different events and in different fields, that whatever we learned, we bring it together to help each other, and we end that it's of course a way or a platform for a healthy competition. Everyone tries to be creative, get the best, innovative, everything good or at its best or higher level will come out, but in a healthy way, supporting each other and helping each other. Because at the end, you have one goal to achieve. It's not about oneself, it's about the whole goal of each one in this team. For the quick question that I want you just to mention 2 qualities of a healthy team. But here we are in the chat box. I'll leave you with the link. Please go through this link and mention 2 qualities of a healthy team as you have experienced or as you see the best way. Can we use the link so we can see your replies here on the screen? Thank you. Motivation, unity, agile, collaborative, great, encourage, accountability, passionate, communication, great. Trust, again, communication is getting larger and larger. Yes, many people believe in that, and that's true. Bonding, support, new ideas, unconditional support, progressive, inspiration, understanding, innovative. Great, great. Effective communication again. Mutual respect, I agree. Empowering. Amazing, amazing. Proactive, uplifting, positive environment, appreciation, responsibility, all of them, yes, are like a right word. Each one of them is a right word to describe a healthy team. And these are the environment that we want to work within. Yes. Thank you very much. And that makes my job easier now, because you almost have mentioned the traits that we need for a healthy team. Let's come back to our presentation. Thank you very much. And let's continue. So for building a healthy team, there are certain traits that we are going to describe, and we have to actually to learn from or to stick to them while we are forming our teams. Because, and the first one, of course, and the base of any kind of relationship, any kind of work, any kind of communication is trust. When we trust each other within the team, it will be easier to share. It will, and that comes from the right communication. We accept each other. We show our positives, we show our negatives, but at the end, we trust each other, not to discourage, but to encourage each one and to uplift ourselves. Because at the end, we need this trust to work together and to move ahead. The second one, actually, you've mentioned most of them. Here we are. The healthy conflict. Now, during the time of forming the team, we have people coming from different backgrounds, and they have, of course, different opinions and ideas. And that's when the conflict happens. But it doesn't need to be a negative one. The positive one will let us learn from each other, understand each other, and open our minds to get and have more new opinions, new ideas. This way, whatever challenge that we have will be resolved, because the way we charge our minds, the way we get some new ideas, the brainstorming that we have, all of this is helping us to move forward and overcome any challenge and set the ground rules for any coming responsibilities during this teamwork. Then we have commitment. As it said, commitment is what transforms a promise into reality. When each one is committed to what he was involved in during the conflict time, the healthy conflict that we have before, each one was involved, each one participated. At the end, they all agreed, the whole team agreed on certain result or certain goal that we want to work according to it. When I feel that I am part of that goal, I have a role towards that goal, so I am committed to this one, to the success of the teamwork. I'm part of it, I'm involved in it. That's why we need to agree and reach to a level where everyone in the team is part of that goal, is part of that discussion, so everyone will be committed, so we can change that promise to reality. That leads us to number 4, which is accountability. Because when you are committed, you are responsible. When you are responsible, you work hard. Okay, can we unmute anyone else? Thank you very much. So when we have responsibility towards what we believe in, towards what we are committed to, we are also responsible for what goes wrong and what goes right. And we take responsibility for that, and we are ready to be questioned, and we are given the right to justify what happened and come back to the right track. At the end, we reach to the result wanted. And if we focus here on the XCOM, for example, of the clubs, many clubs now suffer the low membership in their clubs, or they are thinking of raising the membership fees because they are now coming back to face-to-face meetings and they need new places. And of course, the last 2 years, we stuck to the minimum required number for our membership in Toastmasters International, but now we need more to cover all what is coming now. Therefore, each club should, the XCOM of each club should have trust among its members. They have to work together during the conflict in order to show their points of view and exchange ideas, brainstorm to find the best way to solve the issue that they have. They are responsible of their actions. They are committed to these things. We are thinking of reaching this number of membership. So each one of us and each one in the club is responsible for that. We want to move from having like 8 members to having 16. When we reach 16, now we want to move to 20. So we have a goal and we are committed to that goal, responsible for that, each one of us, not because I'm the president, I will not participate. Not because I'm the sergeant at arms, I will not participate. It's only the job of the VP membership. No, we are all one team. We are all in one club. If that club has more members, we all have bigger membership and we get points for that club, we get awards for that club. If we don't work on that, we all will suffer and it will affect us all. And that will take us to practice a little bit on healthy or not healthy. I'll give you some examples and I want you to show me in the chat box, please, if this scenario or this description goes for healthy clubs or healthy teams or unhealthy one. Let's see the first one. Let's see the first one. Here we have group thinking on meetings and discussions when people have have very different view. They don't bring it forward, not wanting to rock the boat. So communication here, you have to think about it a little bit. So let's see, what do you think? Is it healthy or unhealthy? Let's see the participation. We have the first one saying unhealthy, 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 and that's true. It is an unhealthy scenario for any club or for any team. Let's move to the second scenario here. I'll give you time to read, and based on what you get, tell me if it's healthy or unhealthy. Is it about taking credit? Do you agree or not? Again, unhealthy. And here we are. It's again unhealthy. Well done. And the third scenario. Take your time. Here, a team has, of course, multiple tasks within the same goal. And they think at a certain point they may stop to support someone else. And then again, they work all together to achieve the goal. What do you think? Super. As many said that it is healthy. Yes, it's very healthy. Yes, at certain points we can pause and we can help our colleague. At the end, it's one team. And here we are for the third or fourth scenario, maybe. Too much authority. Just one is talking, giving orders, believing in his opinion. He is the right person all the time. So yes, it is unhealthy. Yes, with the surely unhealthy. And oh, sorry, the last one is already shown up. On meetings, everyone speaks roughly evenly, but at the end, everyone is participating, everyone is sharing their experience, their opinion. At the end, no one is silent. Everyone is involved, everyone is part of that. So of course, it is healthy. So before we end, I'm not sure if we still have time. So I think,
yes, DTM Fatma, you have time.
Yes, since I still have few minutes before I end, do we have any questions here at this point? If there is any question, please raise your hand so or you can unmute yourself. Okay, hearing none, we move to the conclusion. At the end, teams are the healthiest when we have them, when we have people feel strong connection to each other and to the organization they are working for. Again, we are focusing and highlighting the role of the XCOM when they are connected to each other, when they are highly connected to the club, to serving their members, and they are all working together to achieve their goals. Everything is possible. Communication is the best way. Trust is the foundation of any kind of communication, and moving forward, stage by stage, step by step, you can reach to your goal. That's why we have one full year to work together, to sit together, to understand each other, to let the communication be there for any type of like challenges, having fun, celebrating, everything. You are there for yourself, you are there for your clubs, you are there for the organization of Toastmasters. By this, I come to the end. Thank you very much for District 20 giving me this opportunity, for our dear members for participation, and for being a member in this great district. Thank you very much. And back to you, Master of Ceremony.
Thank you, DTM Fatima, for such an insightful workshop. I'm somehow not able to start my video. I think the IT moderator can help me out. I'm sorry, but I cannot start my video. And moving further. Next, we have somebody who has been a member of Toastmasters since 2012. She has completed level 4 dynamic leadership. One second. International and table topic speeches winner in club, area, and division level. Past 20, public administration relations manager, environmental specialist by profession at the Supreme Council for Environment, an avid horse rider, crooner par excellence. Please welcome the one and only Toastmaster Maram Alaradi for her workshop, Club Success Plan. Toastmaster Maram Alaradi.
Thank you very much, Madam Master of Ceremonies. I hope my voice is clear.
Clear.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I have some camera issues, though they will not be able to start my camera. Let me just quickly share my screen. Can I have, what is this? Apologies. 1 second. May I have a confirmation if you can see the slides?
Yes, we can.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Past, present, and elected District 20 leaders. Division D Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Mohammed Al-Dosari, Event Chair, Toastmaster Praboda, my dear fellow Toastmaster members, good afternoon to each and every one of you. My name is Toastmaster Maram Al-Aradi, and the lovely Master of Ceremonies already gave my introduction, so I don't think I will need to introduce myself further. But I have been playing, I had taken several officer roles in the club, mainly the President, the VPE, VPPR, VPM, the Sergeant at Arms, as well as, I said VPPR, yep, so Secretary is left. So today we will be talking about the Club Success Plan, and we will learn why is the Club Success Plan important? Why is it important to refine and revise this Club Success Plan? And we will apply the planning best practices. So starting off with our agenda today, we are going to look at the definition of the Club Success Plan, the importance of planning. We will have an interactive activity, so I am expecting the chat box to be active, as well as if you want to unmute yourself and participate, you're more than welcome to do so. We're going to tackle the struggles of planning with another interactive activity, and finally, the summary or the debrief of this workshop. Hopefully you enjoy, and you are expected to know or recognize the advantages of good planning, to assess and revise planning documents to improve effectiveness, and finally, develop planning documents to effectively target goals. So these are the objectives of this session, which is the Club Success Plan. So starting off with our workshop, please tell me in the chat or unmute yourself and tell me, what is a Club Success Plan?
To achieve DCP goal in terms of Toastmasters.
That's right. Thank you so much. Yep. What else? Do we have the chat? Anybody in the chat? Or anyone would like to unmute themselves and participate? What is the Club Success Plan? Plan for Club Success. Thank you so much, DT Amparo. Can someone please help Toastmaster Fazila with her mic? It's not working. Oh, we have distinguished Toastmaster Al Shahbaz saying to decide which coffee shops to meet DTM Ali, please. To write it down and make it happen. Yes, exactly. Setting education and leadership goal settings. Yes. Mapping the road to future, obviously. That's very important. I love that. To empower the members who join the club. Wow, that's a different way to say this. I love it. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dinesh. Planning documents for defining goals of the club. Yes, exactly. Active participation. Definitely. The Club Success Plan is a planning document for defining the goals of the club. Yes, club officers should create a Club Success Plan for their club in order to help them focus their efforts and the efforts of the club as a whole for the whole term. Yes. It is a form to help clubs create a plan, a distinguished club for the upcoming program year. Exactly. All of your answers are absolutely correct. So the Club Success Plan is actually this document right here to my left, to my right, actually, to my right. This is a Club Success Plan. It contains about 22 pages, and it is an editable form that helps clubs to become distinguished in the program year. It contains general club information as well as important focus areas. Now, for those who have seen a Club Success Plan before, can anyone tell me how many focus areas do we have in the Club Success Plan?
Moment of truth to understand.
No, as in like the Club Success Plan itself, there are focus areas, let's just say, or like titles, topics to be addressed in the Club Success Plan. So I'm asking how many areas or how many focus areas?
Not sure exactly.
All right, it has actually 4 focus areas. Yes, yes, yes. Toastmaster Vandana. Thank you so much. Membership and can we have the participants muted, please?
Can I say?
Thank you so much. Yeah, so we have the membership and education, and as distinguished Toastmaster Farhad said, 4. Yes, we have 4 focus areas, which are membership, education, administration, and of course the one we are doing right now, which is training. So these are the 4 focus areas in the club success plan. It also helps in setting goals with points of action, possible challenges, define or identify the accountable officer or officers, along with deadlines to achieve these goals. So let us start with why this club success plan is important. Why is planning important? So first of all, it gives the club and the officers a sense of direction. Where is the club going for the program year? What is its short and long-term goals? This is all defined, so all the members know where they are going, where they are heading, what are the expected results as well. Second, it focuses on the objectives, goals, and results, as I said. Having goals, it motivates the members and the XCOM to work even further. And when you are working for your goals, when you're working for your objectives, you expect results. And with results, of course, comes the awards. Planning also establishes and strengthens your teamwork. One cannot do it alone, but together, obviously, we certainly can do it together. It's not the responsibility of a single officer in the club success plan, no. It is the responsibility of the entire XCOM. The entire XCOM is responsible for the whole club. So it is when you communicate your problems, when you communicate your challenges, when you communicate your goals, your vision in each respective role that you have, you help the other members, you help yourself through the other members that will be there to help you assist you in achieving your goals as well. Planning also foresees possible challenges and adapt to change. Planning for potential problems or future challenges that we expect to the best of our knowledge will help mitigate the effects of these challenges or the problems. It's not going to be a big surprise. All right, we expected that. So we already have plans B, C, and D perhaps, but it's not something new. We said that it might happen. Whether it happens or not, we will be prepared. This is the most important thing. The planning also facilitates the process of decision making. Having goals and future targets, it helps the XCOM and decision makers to know what is necessary, what is important, and what is needed basically to achieve the targets and achieve the goals that you have already did. This way, you will expect results, whether it is according to plan A or plan B or plan C. And finally, it ensures everyone in the XCOM is doing their role. Getting everyone involved in the club success plan is very important. Yes, we said education, we said membership, we said administration, but that doesn't mean that membership is only upon VPM or education is only upon VPE. No, it depends on what actions are you going to take. What are the steps that you're going to do to achieve the targets, to achieve the goals that you want to do. So maybe VPM can work with VPE and VPPR will work with the VPM, and then the treasurer will work with the secretary and the sergeant at arms and so forth. So everybody will ultimately rely on each other to achieve this goal. Right? So with that being said, let us first take our activity, the first activity, which is trying to modify an existing plan. Usually the club success plan is submitted early to the early year, basically, or prepared in the beginning of the term. And then you're supposed to modify it whenever necessary. So the objective of this activity is to improve your plans. Allow me to share the workbook. 1 second. All right, I have dropped in the chat the workbook that is related to this workshop, the Club Success Plan workshop. So I hope everybody is able to download it and open it. So we will go ahead with the first activity. There are 3 scenarios for the first activity to improve the plan, but we will be taking just scenario number 1, which is on page 2. I hope everybody who's participating is on page 2 of the document that I sent in the chat. And this is the scenario. So this is a filled club success plan, and it targets the membership goal, all right? The scenario we are in is that we are in the month of December. And from the dashboard at that moment, we have a base of 12 members, and up to date, we have 10, and we require 17 members to be in good standing. So they started with filling the membership base 12, that is okay. And then they aimed to have 16 members by the 30th of June. And the net growth should be 5. And finally, they aimed to achieve 4 out of 10 DCP goals. Next, we have the membership itself. So what is their situation? How many new members they can join each year? This team stated that they are inducting 3 to 4 members each year. And their biggest obstacle is getting enough leads. When we do get a lead, we are good at getting them to join. All right, that is good, no worries. Next, the action plan. What they are going to do to achieve the membership goals. Keeping in mind that the membership goal consists of 2 goals. 4 members, new, duly, or reinstated, and then another 4, whether it is new, dual, or reinstated. So total of 8. So for the action plan, they said that we will hold an open house in January, post on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, and get 4 new members. All right, no worries, I suppose. We will see. Now, coming to the resources, they said that they have an account for each platform, which is basically the ones that they stated above, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. Okay, no worries. They have, let's just say, a specified budget for promotion on Facebook, I presume. And then they will be posting Toastmasters International Magazine articles as content. Okay, no worries. These are the resources. Now, who's going to be held accountable to see this plan be in action, let's just say? They said the VPM is in charge of seeing this plan through, all right? And the timeline begins in the first week of May, and it ends on June. And the progress will be tracked by a spreadsheet. All right. Now, there are several mistakes that you might noticed in this plan. Now, let me know, what are the planning mistakes this leadership team made? Anybody would like to unmute or type in the chat? Inferior information. Yes, I do believe that as well. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Khalifa. Setting more number members than capable of. Could be. I will hold you on to that. We will discuss it later. Only VPM held accountable. Yes, that is true. I do not believe that a single officer should be kept accountable unless it is clearly defined. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Fatima. Lack of commitment. Exactly. They said that they will do an open house, but where is the plan? It's December. Nobody's talking about it. Inadequate planning. Yes, exactly. Specific responsibilities are not assigned. Yes, thank you so much, Toastmaster Colin. Specific steps are not outlined. Exactly. It's not just a matter of saying that we're going to do something. No, you have to specify how are you going to do it. They said they're going to be an open house in January, and now they are in December. Nobody is doing anything about it. Okay, so now the plan is, or let us say, let us go back to the first step, all right? And let us see, we are supposed to edit this plan to make it work. Again, keeping in mind that we are in December, all right? So if I had, or if we had to edit this plan at the moment, what are the changes that we need to do starting from the beginning? The membership base, obviously, is still the same. It's not going to change, which is 12, all right? Now, how many members does the club aim to have as of 30th of June? Now, this has to change. What is the number that we're supposed to put in here? Anyone? Yes, thank you so much, Toastmaster Mustafa. It should be 17.
+5.
It should be 17 because it is as the dashboard states that we require 17 to be in good standing. So if I get 17, this is the bare minimum. If I get more, alhamdulillah, thank you God. Yes? So it should be 17 by the 30th of June. Now, the net growth is 5, should be the same, yes. So with the 17, how many goals am I supposed to have or aim to achieve at the end of this program year? At least should be 5. Why? Because as per the Distinguished Club program, the club is distinguished if they achieve 5 points out of 10. So if I get 5 points, that's great. If I can get more, that's even wonderful. So at least if they are aiming for 4, this needs to change into 5+. Exactly. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lamia. Now, next. So the struggles, obviously. What is the current membership situation? How many members they get in total? This has to change that. 2. We lost 2 members because they started at 12 and now they are 10. So we lost 2 members already. And on average, it is 3 to 4, but we're aiming to have what? 7 new members. Yes? So I don't think the obstacles need to change because it's clear the biggest obstacle is to find a lead. But now, how are they going to fix this? It should be with the open house, yes? Right, but is the open house enough? They said that in the open house, they will induct only 4 members, but in fact, according to the plan, they need at least 7 members. So what other actions that we can take? What sort of actions that can we take after the open house? Chat is open, everybody. Mics are open if you would like to participate. Follow up, new membership orientation program. Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, exactly. Put an action plan on the open house. Gavel clubs. Not sure of that because our aim is to get Toastmasters, which is 18 and above. So we have to have at least 7 new members. Follow up with guests. Yes, exactly. Open house these days have 90% members only attending. Ratio at times is 90 to 8 to 10. I absolutely agree with you, Distinguished Toastmaster Ali. Open house should be for guests and not members. Speech crafts. Yes, that's the word that I'm looking for. Thank you so much, Distinguished Toastmaster Farhaz. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm looking for another program, another membership building program. So with the open house, for example, I can secure 4 members, right? But with the Speechcraft, I can secure another 3 or minimum 4 members again. So this way, I can secure my 8 members to complete the goal. Invite more guests. Yes, that's the idea. It's not only the XCOM members that are supposed to bring guests into the club, right? as per our Toastmasters promise. Remember when you first inducted in Toastmasters, there was something in the membership and the Toastmasters promise, right? To bring in guests to club meetings so that they can also gain benefits of Toastmasters, right? So it is responsibility of every single member in the club and not just the XCOM to bring in guests, and then the VPM can follow up with the guests and ensure that they are inducted. YLP, invite parents to join Toastmasters Club. Ah, that's interesting. That's an interesting take ticket. Yes, that could be a way. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Muhammad. To bring other new members. Yes, that's the Toastmasters promise. Yes, exactly. So we can have two activities. Get the open house and the speechcraft to get 8 or 7 new members. Now for the resources. Now I agree with the resources that they have wrote, but it's lacking something, right? We have other resources than this, but it was not defined entirely. So what other resources this team missed to highlight in this in the action plan, in the club success plan? Community open house. Each member will get 1 guest at each meeting. We're talking about resources, so something that I have in hand, basically. Follow up with guests is important as well. Yes, that is the action that we will be taking, which is on the first field of this plan. Now we're talking about the resources. So what do I have in hand? What sort of resources do I have to conduct open house, to conduct a speechcraft, to gain more members? Other than having account for each platform or having the funds to do promotion on a certain social media platform and the Toastmasters magazine for content. Instagram, yes, yes. Club members, yes, Toastmaster Vandana, we have the most important resource, the club members. So why not get their testimonials, right? They have joined this club. They have made changes into themselves. So why not promote our members? The guests will see that the members are being promoted. They are being recognized. They're being appreciated. They're being highlighted. They will know that this club has an impeccable environment. So why not join? Workshops, yes, we can conduct workshops, but that is in the action plan. Area district leader support, yes, that is excellent. Thank you so much. Actually, this club success plan has to go to the area director and for review. And the area director is supposed to tell you what are the things that you need to fine tune in your club success plan to ensure that you will be achieving your goals. Info in Toastmasters website, brochures, flyers, monthly magazine. Yes, yes. Why not the club creates its own newsletter or its own magazine for content? Why not ask the members to submit articles? You can, a lot of clubs are actually submitting their newsletters. So why not produce a newsletter of your own? Social media, yes, not just Facebook. You can target all the social media platforms. We have a team. Yes, we do have a team, question mark. Yes, we have a team. So the team is supposed to pitch in these ideas. Twitter, that's another social media platform that could be targeted as well. Educational sessions, yes. Basically within the members, yeah? Awards, these are the resources. It motivates the members, yes. Yes, excellent, thank you so much. Individual website, what do you mean, Toastmaster Arian? I did not understand your answer. Can you please explain? You had announced club's brand ambassador award in starting of the term. Yeah, so some sort of promotion basically, yeah? We are promoting your club. You need to promote your club. So the resources you have, the social media platforms, you have content. You have the content, and this content, what type of content you post on your socials will ultimately attract the members. The same thing with the open house flyers, the same thing with the speechcraft flyers. Yes, exactly. So now coming to the assignment. Who is responsible for this action plan? Now that we have looked, now we have edited the actions. We said open house, speechcraft, workshops, educational sessions, yeah? We said we have multiple resources. So who is responsible for this action plan aside from the VPM? VP Education, yes, thank you so much, Toastmaster Dinesh. VP Education needs to also get involved, needs to be involved in the preparation for the open house as well. VPPR, yes, thank you. I missed.
Hello, can I come
Hi,
in?
yes, Ditya Murli, hi.
Hi, distinguished Toastmaster, I mean, dedicated Toastmaster Dinesh Kumar Paul said everyone, and what is the best way is the immediate, what do you call it, XCOM group. We have from the CGT team, YLP and speechcraft coordinators. We have area directors, we have division director, and all the people in the district are there to support us. That is the first thing. Second thing, if you go to the website of of Toastmaster International, you will see YLP and Speechcraft, a special page on that. You can contact them and they will provide us all the help, including the guidances available there.
Thank you so much, Ditya Murli, for that wonderful entry. Yes, exactly. There are a lot of people who are responsible, actually, not just the VPM. So we said the VPE, we said the VPPR as well, the XCOM, the entire members, as well as the area directors who are there to support us. So for this, I will say from the officers, we have the VPM, VPE, VPPR, Sergeant at Arms for events, as another entry was mentioned, as well as the entire members of the club. Because again, coming to the Toastmasters promise, it is our responsibility to bring in guests who will benefit from Toastmasters. If I have a friend that I think needs Toastmasters, why not invite that friend? Tell them about the club. Tell them about how it is useful to have self-confidence, to know how to present yourself, especially with job interviews, etc., etc. A lot of benefits that can be gained. And you know your friends better. So you will know who will have the, basically who will be a prospect guest, who will be converted to members, who's more likely to join. You will approach these people and you will invite them to the club. Now, for coming to the timeline, first week of May, I think this is not reasonable. So we should edit it as what? Either early this term, basically in July, this action plan starts in July, or if I'm going to take the open house as a target, so I should say January, from January. I'm starting in January, right? It ends in June, yes, exactly. Now, coming to this has to be a bit detailed. I don't like this spreadsheet. Spreadsheet is too broad, too general. So what are we supposed to use to track our progress? What else can we use to track our progress? Now we set objectives. Meetings. Yes, possible. Objectives. Yes, you're getting there. Attendance at meeting of guests. Yes, the guest book. The guest book is something that not all the clubs use, which is surprising. Why not have a guest book where you register the details of all the guests that you have and let the VPM to follow up with these guests and invite them back again? It should be written down in mind map. Yes, why not? Why not? Mind map. It's an effective way to actually plan what are the steps necessary to track your progress. So what else that we can do? I need to see actions, right? Like I said, we're going to do, or we said actually, we're going to do an open house and a speechcraft. And these two are not exactly small events. They're big, right? So I need to have some sort of things that I need to do before these events. So I need to have an action. I need to have an action plan. What are the points that I need to achieve before doing these events? So putting an action plan on a spreadsheet, perhaps with deadlines and all the officers that need to be involved, is one way to track your progress. So for the open house, what is necessary? We need to secure flyers. We need to secure the venue, for example, or if you're doing it online, up to you. We need, for example, the agenda. We need guest speakers. We need budgets, for example, for the promotion. All of these actions need to be written down, and the deadline of executing each action against it, and who is supposed to be accountable for that action. So for the budget, we need to consult with the treasurer. For the management team, for example, sergeant at arms, guests, escorting, logistics. So the sergeant at arms will be responsible for the agenda, the VPE, for the posters and promotion, VPPR. All of these things need to be listed in a plan clearly with deadlines, and everybody's supposed to remind everybody else of their stuff. Unless the president takes an initiative to track this plan. So the president should also be involved in this, obviously, because we have not been mentioning the president a lot. So the president needs to get to know this action plan and ask the officers, where have we reached? Have we secured it? Have we done this? Have we done that? Are we ready for the event or not? It's a team effort. Yes, thank you so much, DTM Marley. It's a team event. So it has to have a proper planning. It's not just a spreadsheet. This is too broad. Yeah. So thank you so much for participating in this activity. I think it's very useful. So this was an activity according to membership. Now let us go back to the issues that we have faced in this plan. So what are the common issues that this plan had before we edit? We said inferior information, right? All don't go as per our plan. Yep, it doesn't. Inaccurate information, exactly. Inaccurate information, we had inaccurate information, we had inferior information, we had unrealistic. Why would you go for 4 goals instead of 5? At least 5+, as someone said. Why would you go to 16 when you can go to 17, which is to be in good standing? So all of these issues were faced. So the risks of not refining the plan will ultimately may result in not even securing the first plan, which is achieving 4 goals. Because this was too broad, it was not specific, it was inaccurate. All of these elements you need to look at when you are filling or building and creating your club success plan. Responsibilities were not defined clearly. Exactly. The dates, coming June, everybody will say, oh, we were supposed to conduct an open house. Has it been conducted? No idea. No, why? We know why, because this was not proper planning. And again, this club success plan must be filled at the earlier the better, right? So you're supposed to build your club success plan with your entire XCOM team in the beginning and share it with your area director. You need to get feedback from your area director. Is this okay? Am I doing something wrong? Are we doing something wrong? Do we need to fix something? Do we need to define something? Do we need to just have a little bit of push to, for example, achieve higher goals? In this scenario that we tackled, it was only 5, but can we push it to 7 to get select distinguished? Can we push it to 9 to get president distinguished? We have to look at all the elements that we can go, and why not push our boundaries if we can? So we have to review, reconsider, and revise the club success plan periodically. I would suggest maybe every 3 months, for example. Every 3 months, you can go back to your club success plan and look at the points that have been filled in the beginning of the year. Are we going according to plan? Is there something that has been delayed? What is the reasons of this delay? No, we have to tackle that. Right? Now, let us quickly go to the planning struggles. What are the obstacles of planning? We stated that it is inadequate planning or cannot plan properly. Improper planning It could be because of lack of experience or education or even background. It is an ability after all, planning. So we have to know how to plan or learn how to plan properly. Lack of commitment to the planning process. Sometimes we are so ambitious that we have like lots of ideas. We bring in lots of ideas to the table. We were going to do this and that and this and that and this and that, but when coming to the physical part, we cannot do anything because we cannot be committed to these things, or we don't have the time to. We did not account for the obstacles that we could have before saying that we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Inferior information. What does inferior information mean? Inferior information mean outdated, poor quality, insufficient, incorrect information. Or it could be based on assumptions, or for example, word of mouth that has been transformed from generation to generation. No, you have the resources on the Toastmasters website and you have veteran members. Go ask them what is the proper way. And of course, I prefer the first one, which is the resources that you have on the Toastmasters website. Focusing on the present and at the expense of the future. This is actually very important. Plans need to be long-term and not just short-term, because it helps planning better. It helps you better at planning. Basically, you try as much as possible to foresee what is going to happen. So it's not just necessarily, oh, we need this at the moment, we are supposed to target this at the moment. No, why not target just a bit further? Go the extra mile. Yeah, because it will help us prepare for challenges even better. Concentrating on controllable variables. Basically, a lot of managers and decision makers focus on the known and ignore the unknown, which is not okay. Say, for example, they said that they're going to do an open house, right? We cannot guarantee that we're going to conduct 3 to 4 members there, right? So the controllable variable is the open house. We can do an open house, yes. But the uncontrollable variable is we cannot secure or guarantee the 3 or 4 members. So we have to have a plan B. Now, there is an activity that I would like to do, but unfortunately, I think I'm running out of time. I do apologize for that, but you have the workbook, so you can go back to it. Let me just take this opportunity to just debrief everybody. So I would like to ask you, what have you learned from this session so far? Or have you benefited from this session so far and you're going to implement these changes in your club success plan? I hope you did. How to plan and pitfall of planning. Yes, planning is very, very important. And I cannot stress how important it is to go back to your plan, revise it, and see if you're going according to track. Practical issues on planning. Yes. Assign responsibilities correctly. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Make use of available resources. Yes. Members are available resources. Exactly. Review plan periodically. Exactly. Every plan activity will be followed by a question. How? I love that. Thank you so much. How to plan ahead, how to foresee challenges. Yes. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Thank you so much, Pastor Fakhruddin. Keep track of progress. Exactly. Have a timeline, have a deadline for all the actions that you need to do. So let us conclude. We are supposed to create and plan for SMART goals. So it has to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-based. It's not just we need to do this. That's it. Okay, is it realistic? Can we do it? We have to look at all the resources that we have. Can we achieve it in 1 year? That's the question. So we have to create SMART goals. The targets and goals that we have to set must cover the basic or key areas. We set training, administration, education, and membership. If we cover these aspects and we want to go to the extra step, nobody's going to tell you anything. You're more than welcome to do so. And there are actually awards for that. Link your goals with the awards for motivation. So the members have to know that if they achieve something, they're going to get rewarded. If this much members achieve something, the whole club will get rewarded. It's not just an individual effort. Involve everyone in the building of the plan and ensure communication. This is something that I also highlighted, not just the specific person. Membership should be VPM, education should be VPE. No. What do you think, like, what's to make sure that, for example, the Sergeant at Arms will have an excellent idea that will help us secure 10 members, for example. So get everybody involved, get them involved. And let us hear from everybody, brainstorm and see how you can achieve the goals that you have to do. Share the plan with your area director for more guidance. This is very important. Your area director should know better and should know where is the missing part in your plan, and will help you if it contains obviously missing parts, and they will help you out pinpointing what you need to improve. And finally, modifying and adjusting your plan periodically and when necessary. This is very important. I hope you enjoyed this session and it was beneficial for you. I do apologize for not being able to take the second activity because I was so engrossed with everybody's participation, and hope you have a wonderful afternoon. I would like to hand the control back to the Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you, Toastmaster Maram Radi, for such an informational workshop on Club Success Plan. Moving on, we have amidst us a Toastmaster for 7 years, a professional trainer for 19 years, specializing in accounting, finance, and management qualifications. Currently working as a manager in PwC's Academy in Dubai, District 20 Table Topics Champion, and 2-time District 20 Evaluation Champion. Runner-up at District 20 Humorous Speech and International Speech Contests. Please put your hands together for a crackling round of applause to welcome TTM Hisham Jifri for his workshop Club Calendar. TTM Hisham Jifri.
Thank you very much, Madam Master of Ceremonies. Good afternoon, everybody. Now, Toastmaster Maram's presentation actually made me a little bit sad. And the reason for that is, for the first time after about 5 years, I'm out of the executive committee. So I don't get the pleasure of actually sitting and preparing the club success plan. But for you, that pleasure is still available. It's a real pleasure to be among you to present a small workshop on the club calendar, which I believe will really supercharge your ability to get you to the DCP status and beyond with regard to your club's planning. Now, I have a question for you, and the question is, do you remember your birthday? How about your anniversary? Of course, right? Even if you forget your birthday, it's really important for you to remember your... Very, very crucial, because if you forget your anniversary, that might be the anniversary of your death as well. I'm sure that you would remember your salary day and really look forward to the salary day as well. You would definitely remember your kids' birthdays. And especially coming from this COVID-19 time period, I'm sure that all of us are really, really looking forward to the date that we would go on vacation as well. As important as your anniversary day is also important to remember your spouse's birthday. Sometimes when I buy a new phone, one of the first things that I do is input the anniversary and the birthday into the calendar. Since this is being recorded, I now have to be really, really careful. Of course, Valentine's Day is something else that you would really try to remember. Now, what's common with all of these? These are all dates that come up in a calendar. And remembering them makes your life more memorable. You are able to create more memories, share more smiles, and of course, you're able to plan a little bit more. And who doesn't like when you are able to plan a little bit more comfortably and make sure that the resources are allocated carefully? You're able to make sure that everybody who should be there is actually there. And you're able to make sure that nothing is forgotten, so that the memory that you take of that day is always pleasant and fun-filled. In the context of you and me attending club officer training today, how do you remember these dates? It can be a day, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It could be a date, 30th of June, 1st of April, 31st of March. And it is all structured and included within one page called a calendar. Now, how does this help you? Why is it important for us to know about this calendar and planning this calendar on the 1st of July at 4:45 on a hot summer's afternoon? And the importance of it is because as club leaders, you should be able to set aside the time to participate in these events. If we continue with our birthday example, you need to be able to make sure that your work commitments or personal commitments don't get in the way of your actual participation. So if you know you're able to keep the day aside and tell people, don't trouble me, don't disturb me, I can't make it, I've got to attend this particular event. Less stress allows you to enjoy the birthday party a lot more. It also gives you a time target. For example, 6 months before, you know it's coming. 3 months before, you know the day is coming. 1 month before, you know the day is coming. So in terms of ordering the cake, booking the venue, purchasing the gift, buying a new outfit, taking money out of the ATM, paying your credit card bill so that any last minute things can be taken care of. All of this can be done if you remember the date and you put it down in the calendar. It allows you to prepare daily, weekly, monthly, half-yearly, annually, and you're able to plan. And if you are able to plan, like someone mentioned a little earlier in the previous workshop, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So having this calendar gives you the flexibility, the freedom, the independence to know what's coming, to plan, to allocate resources so that your memory and your execution is always at its excellent level. It helps you with follow-up. Everybody does not operate at the same level. Some people, you call them once, you tell them once, and it is as good as done. But other people are a little forgetful. You're looking at one of them, and sometimes they need constant follow-up in order to make sure that something gets done. Knowing the date, having it calendared, helps you to make sure that everybody who has to be there has been followed up and has been informed to be there. And it helps you to manage change. When you're planning a birthday, something one of my friends always told me is invite at least 5 extra people because at least 3 people will drop out. Now, I never knew this. So if you're able to know these dates, you're able to plan for these dates. And if you're able to plan for these dates, that means the pressure tends to melt away and you will not be stressed and unhappy and angry on that particular day. As club leaders, we have the keys to the resources and we have access to the people in our clubs. And as our club oath says, as leaders, these keys are entrusted to us to make sure that we are able to take the club to a bigger, brighter, happier position in the next year. I have worked for almost 2 decades as a trainer, and I like formulas. So one formula that I like to use is if you're a club leader and if you add the DCP plan, the club success plan that Toastmaster Maram just spoke about, and if you multiply it by the calendar, the result should be a President's Distinguished Club. And the reason I tell you this is because every year in the month of May, in my home club, the Sri Lanka Club Symposium Toastmasters, something very special happens. And that something very special is that we traditionally meet in the home of the immediate past president, and we sit for anywhere between 4 to 5, sometimes even 6 hours, with a copy of the club success plan, with a copy of the previous club success plan, and both executive committees sitting down together to hash out the next year's club success plan. Every year in the month of May, in the home of the immediate past president. The minute the club success plan is done, parallelly, the club calendar is also filled out. And the result of this, we are celebrating our 25th anniversary this year. If my memory serves me right, apart from 1 year we have achieved President's distinguished status every single year. And solely due to the dedication of the committee to sit down 1 month before the year begins, in the month of May, sometimes in the month of June, and sit down and plan the calendar, inputting the valuable data from the club success plan. You are the leader. You've got two resources, the club success plan, the DCP plan, add to it the club calendar, and achieving your president's distinguished status week by week, meeting by meeting, month by month, quarter by quarter should become rather straightforward. One of my tutors once mentioned this, and he said, how do you eat an elephant? Many answers came about, and the tutor said, you eat an elephant bite by bite. So if you plan it step by step, you know what needs to be done this meeting, you know what's happening in the meeting after that, you know what's happening in the meeting 10 meetings after that, and you're able to plan, you're able to manage the dropouts, you're able to reduce your stress by a significant amount. And this is something that I pass on to the clubs that I mentor and the clubs that I have coached as well. It is a tremendously useful lesson that I have learned from my home club. By having your club success plan and by calendaring this, how does this help you to achieve success? Some of the more important dates that you would want to remember, very importantly, especially from a DCP plan perspective, is to upload the new officers list on the TMI site. Now, as your new officers, this would probably not come under your responsibility, but in the previous regime, it should be there in the calendar to make sure that the secretary uploads the new officer list. You need to know traditionally when your installation ceremony takes place. Sometimes you would like to have it within a week of the year starting, or traditionally you might like to have it maybe towards the 3rd week of July. You will learn from history. And as Julius Caesar very famously said, those who don't know their history are doomed to repeat it. So if you know what's been done in the past and it helps you to plan for the future, why not learn from it? You should calendar your regular club meetings. And why do I say this? Because sometimes you might meet on the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of the month. What if there is a 5th Tuesday? You might meet on the 1st and 3rd Monday. What if there is a 5th Monday? Do you meet or do you not meet? Knowing that there are extra days in the calendar helps you to remember, in case a meeting gets cancelled for some reason, I've got extra days which I can use for planning or for extra speaking slots in order to fast track my DCP plan. You should calendar your executive committee meetings. Public holidays, a good example is the next week that is coming up. For not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5 days, all of us are going on holiday. You might not have your meetings. Where are you going to put those meetings? You need to be able to calendar it. You should be able, very importantly, to integrate your members' vacation and unavailability dates. There may be exams, there may be weddings, there may be marriages, there may be Eid holidays, there may be December holidays. You need to be able to put them in place, because if you make the lives of your members easy and more pleasant, it becomes so much more easier for you to manage your education plan as well. Very crucially, Toastmasters has 3 membership drives. Smedley Award, Beat the Clock, and Talk Up Toastmasters. Calendar this so that you are able to coincide your membership drives along with the international calendar, so you get 2 birds with 1 stone. You're able to get the award as well as get the membership influx that you require to be the lifeblood of your club as well. Make sure that you calendar your newsletter release dates. If it is 2 newsletters per year, what is the date that you want to release it on? 3 newsletters per year, when do you want to release it on? 4 newsletters per year, what is the precise date that you want to release it on? Because when you have a particular date, you know that there is a responsibility to have it released. And my previous boss had a coffee cup. And on that coffee cup, there was a sentence, a quote from the famous management guru, Peter Drucker. And it said, what gets measured gets done. So if you are able to measure in terms of time, when you want the deliverable to happen, you're able to remind, you're able to follow up, and you're able to bring the resources so that you're able to release your newsletter on time. Make sure that you have calendared your club contests. Why is this important? You've got to book the venue. You've got to make sure that the members are informed. And very importantly, you've got to get those very important people, judges and chief judges. Knowing the date really, really helps you to manage this through as well. Club, social, and special events. If you're going to have a campfire, an offsite, a desert camp, a karaoke, whichever it may be, a debate, all of these joint meetings should be calendared. So whoever is responsible knows the expectation of the delivery, and it helps you to plan as well. Once all of this has been done and you come towards the end of the year, very importantly, you've got to have your club officer election, and that has got to be calendared as well. And then at the end, that gala event where you have your awards night, then hand over to the next committee. Very crucially, I always like to celebrate with the club members their birthdays, and if possible, the anniversary of them joining the club. So that means you touch base with your members twice during the year they were born and the year they are born in Toastmasters in your club, and that gives you that additional bit of motivation to keep the spark alive with your membership as well. These are some of the important dates that you would like to calendar. At the beginning of your term, if possible, my humble recommendation is that the incoming and outgoing, or the elected and the sitting executive committee, meet in the month of May or June. Plan ahead. Sit down over a cup of coffee or a meal. Put this plan in place. Request your members to individually submit their vacation dates, the dates that they are unavailable. Ask them, what is your personal education plan? Is it for you to complete level 1? Is it for you to complete a full path? Is it that you want to contest? Is it that you want to take up a leadership role? Is it that you want to take up some other activity? If you ask them, you will get the answer, and that answer is information that you can use to plan a truly unique, customized, personalized calendar for your membership. Map the meeting themes, dates, the Toastmaster of the day, if possible, the general evaluator, and the speakers and the role players. You know you've got 24 meetings. You know there's going to be a New Year, a Christmas, an Eid. You know that there's going to be Formula One. You know there's going to be Halloween. You know there's going to be Easter. You know there might be New Year's, religious observances. Make sure that you have calendared these items that are unique to you and block out those meeting days, so whoever is the TMOD on that particular day knows what they have to do. Share the initial document with your membership so that they are approving it as well, because this is not a dictatorship. It is definitely a democracy. During your term, engage, communicate, be in touch consistently and update the club calendar. Make sure that if there are any dropouts, you have backups in place. Update the agenda according to what's happening in the calendar. Follow up, so that the speech completions and the DCP submissions as much as possible will go on track and will not go off track. Make sure that your club mentors, the senior members of the club, are mentoring and motivating your proteges so that they are motivated, inspired, guided and informed in order to deliver on the big stage, which is your meeting venue. At the end of your term, just as you started, meet with the ExCom, share your experiences over a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, or a meal, and make sure that the lessons that you have learned, the experiences that you have shared, and the information that you have gathered is passed on to the next generation of leaders so that they learn from our experiences and they don't have to feel the pain of committing our mistakes all over again. Because we are a giving organization, we are a sharing organization, and this is the way, one of the ways in which you can ensure that further growth is possible for your beloved clubs. I want to thank DTM Khurram Salman and DTM Mona Lakab for bringing to my mind a certain document which I will share in the chat group in a little while as well. For the Bahrain Distinguished Toastmasters Club, DTM Khurram came up with this planning template which he has very kindly agreed to share with District 20 as well. And I will now share that on the chat group if possible. It is an excellent template in English and in Arabic that allows you to look through what precisely is your meeting day, the theme, the TMOD, the special event, what should be done. So I will share that on the chat group in a few minutes as well. And this can be used as your resource for your planning as well. But remember, a template is only a template. A vehicle is nothing if you don't fill in the petrol. So make sure that you take the template and you fill it with your meeting days along with your executive committee and leadership, putting in your traditions, putting in your vision, putting in all that you want to achieve in these 24 meetings during the year. And remember, if you fail to plan, then obviously you plan to fail. And we are an organization who prides ourselves on our structures, processes, policies, protocols, and our ability to work as a team and deliver value to those who rely on us. I hope that you will thoroughly enjoy this planning process, and I'm sure that when you prepare this plan, you will be able to make your district trios dream a reality and make our district one of the top 8 in the world. Thank you very much for listening to me. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, TTM Hisham, for your insightful workshop on club calendar. I'm sure our club is definitely going to take back some of the points you have mentioned. Now is the time for question and answers. Anyone who has any questions regarding all the 3 workshops, building a healthy team, club success plan, or club calendar, can raise your hands and I can call out the names one by one. I would also request all the presenters to open their videos for the question and answer session. If Toastmaster Maram is unable to open the video, don't worry, we can just ask the questions directly. So I would ask all the participants to please, if they have any questions, they can raise their hands.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, like about this club calendar, is this something you find on the Pathways Toastmasters website, or you just have to make it and discuss with other leaders in the club?
Thank you so much for your question. So I have shared a template on the chat group, which I found tremendously useful last year. And this was shared by distinguished Toastmaster Khurram Salman. So I found that a very easy shortcut to use. However, the actual filling up of the calendar comes as a combination of what you traditionally do in your club. Say, for example, every year on the second meeting of December is dedicated as Christmas. Or let's say you always have a special meeting which you have as a desert camp. So whichever traditions that come through, it's important to calendar. And also the special things that might come, say, from Toastmasters itself. For example, maybe on Ralph C. Smedley's birthday, you might want to have a meeting that is commemorating the birth of Toastmasters. So any specific item that you want to have or celebrate from the perspective of your club's traditions or from your personal perspective of a club leader, this calendar is where you will put it in so that you will be able to plan for the future. I hope that answers your question.
There are some in chat box, if you can go through, please.
Yeah.
Can you share the calendar once again?
Sure.
I think the template is there in the chat box now. Is there any other question?
Yes.
I think Mohammed Amin wants to ask. Mohammed Amin?
Yes. Yeah, I can hear you. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
You can ask.
I would like to ask TM Hisham if there is any, while preparing for the plan, is there any way where we can plan ahead those last minute changes or avoid those last minute changes while preparing our plan or the template of our plan?
Thank you for your question. That's a fabulous question. So usually, one of the dangerous things that we do is that we put all the responsibility on the Vice President of Education. But really, the education program is the responsibility of the entire club trio as well. So in the most successful clubs, one of the features that I've seen is that the president, the VPE and the VPM all together take a very, very close eye and care on the education program. So this club trio, the president, the VPE and the VPM should take a very close interest and take responsibility for this education program. So ideally the VPM should be on a meeting by meeting basis, making sure that they are in touch with the members to make sure that they are attending the meeting. The VPE should be in touch with the members to make sure that they are, number one, aware of what they are going to do. Number two, they are prepared with what they are going to do. Number three, that they are in touch with their mentors so that they get the coaching for what they want to do. And the president would be the motivating factor to get each of these members to come to the meeting as well. So VPM for attendance on the regular meeting, VPE to make sure that they attend and perform their role and they are ready, and the president to provide inspiration and motivation. So imagine a club where these three people speak to each of the members once every 2 weeks. That means the member has 3 points of motivation every 14 days to attend and perform at the meeting. I hope that answers your question.
This
Thank you so much.
There's also a question of similar kind from Toastmaster Fatima, who's responsible for making club calendar.
Usually, I believe it's the responsibility of the secretary. I think formally it is the responsibility of the secretary. However, since it is a document and a living process that impacts every single member of the club, I have found that personally in the clubs that I have seen use it very successfully, the entire ExCom taking hold of it and taking the responsibility to prepare it tends to be much better, because you have 7 ExCom leaders, and if all 7 of them are aware of the calendar, then effectively you have 7 eyes, 7 pairs of eyes, 7 brains and 7 pairs of hands who are ready in case the VPE or the secretary is not available. So yes, traditionally it is the responsibility of the secretary. However, if the entire ExCom is able to take responsibility for it, remember, many hands make light works. I hope that answers your question.
Next, we have a question from Toastmaster Dinesh, the timer of today. Toastmaster Dinesh.
Thank you, Madam Master of Ceremony. Myself, Dinesh Kumar Pal, President of Kuwait Challenger Toastmasters Club. My question goes to...
We're having a...
My question goes to Toastmasters. Someone please mute yourself who are not speaking. I am getting distracting. Sorry, Madam Master of Ceremony. My question goes to Toastmasters Maram Al Aradi. That can as be mutual understanding by ExCom members can offer the discount in the fee of the Toastmasters fee. Discount are totally can waive off to get member in if I am running behind to get the member and achieve the DCP goal.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dinesh. If I understood your question correctly, according to my humble knowledge, a lot of clubs charge extra than the Toastmasters fees. This is the extra amount actually goes because we are at the end of the day a non-profit organization, and the extra amount goes for the venue, for printing materials, for logistics, food and such. So it is up to the club and the executive committee to decide to reduce the fees of the extra fees that they are taking to attract more guests. Well, otherwise, because the Toastmasters International website, the Toastmasters International fees compared to the benefits that Toastmasters provide us, the amount is not too much. So you maybe as a club you need to consider reducing your fees. See where okay, again, according to my knowledge, most of the fees goes to the venue. If we're having 2 meetings a month, and then, for example, the meeting is like, let's just say 40 plus BD, the venue, this takes a lot on the budget. So either you have to reduce
Sorry,
the
ma'am, let me interrupt you. The question is not to that for logistic fees. The question is the original fee which we are transferring to the Toastmasters International. If club is ready to bear that expenses, it is legal. Did you get my question?
Not really.
Whatever we are transferring the fee to Toastmasters International from a membership fee, if the any club is ready to bear that expenses for individual, any member can be sponsor that.
I'm sorry, but I cannot see how is this related to the club success plan.
DTM Hisham, do you have any idea?
If I'm right, your question is if the club from their club funds is willing to pay the membership to Toastmasters International. It is a unique situation for which I honestly don't have the answer. I really would not know, because this is an administrative question to which I don't have the answer. If a club, now for example, I do know that corporate clubs pay TMI membership for their corporate members, but for a community club, I really would not know the answer.
I'm sorry, I think CGT Yasser has got an answer to this question. CGT Yasser, if you can just explain. You're on mute.
Okay. Dinesh, this one, see, in a cooperative club, as DTM Hisham mentioned, that one, the company or the clubs is pay for all members. This is for, but for our normal or community club, if one want to pay for other, it can be like sponsoring from the beginning to pay them. It is considered as a sponsoring for the other clubs, if you want to pay for them. Is that your question, Dinesh, as I understand?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
So that answers. Is there anyone else who wants to ask any question? I don't see any hands raised. That's all, I think. Anyone else? No. Okay. So I think that answers all the questions. Now we can move on to the next, which is the COD training session. And as a COD trainers, we have 7 trainers who are well experienced in their roles. The first COD trainer is Toastmaster Hazel D'Souza, who is a private music teacher for 2 years and a Toastmasters for 4 years. The IP president of May Springs Toastmasters Club, Kuwait. She won her club laurels at the area and division contest for the evaluation, table topics, and international speech contests. She loves to be unique and doesn't miss the opportunities to be of service to her members and Toastmasters fraternity. So let's put our hands together to welcome our first COD trainer for the evening, the vivacious Toastmaster Hazel D'Souza, for her training on role of president. Next, we have for the COD trainer, we have someone who has masters in education in TESOL and is a senior instructor at the American University of Kuwait, an educator for over 30 years. She believes that people learn best when they're actively involved in the lesson and enjoying themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome our second COD trainer for the evening, DTM Sandy Stain, for her training on role of VP Education. is a Toastmaster who is an internal auditor by profession and an enthusiast, focused on living the moment and having gratitude in every cell of her existence. Member of Young Adults Toastmaster Club, holding the position of VP membership with 3 years of Toastmasters experience. Let's put our hands together for a thunderous round of applause to welcome Toastmaster Najla Hamid for her training on the role of VP membership. Next, we have a Toastmaster who joined in 2015 with a passion to speak. Later on, she realized that she was more passionate in leadership and started taking up leadership roles. She has taken up many roles in club, area, division, and district. Member of Angels Toastmaster Club, St. Paul's Toastmasters Club, KMCC Toastmasters Club, and Hindi Toastmasters Club mentor. Past Area 33 Director, currently District 3rd place winner of the International Speech Contest. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Farida Bai for her workshop on role of VP Public Relations. Next, as a Toastmaster, we have someone who joined in 2015 as member of PBV Toastmasters Club and AIM Toastmasters Club. She has held different club officers' role: President, VP Education, VP PR, VP Membership, Sergeant at Arms, and Treasurer, Club Mentor of PTAB Toastmasters Club. Triple Crown Awardee 2018-19 and 21-22. Area 7 Director in the year 2020 and 21. Organized numerous events such as Shaki Desert Camp, Speech Craft Program, EKK After Sales Team. She won first place in International Speech Contest at club level in 2018-19. Second place in International Speech Contest at area level 2018-19. Toastmasters, let's put our hands together to welcome Toastmaster Imelda Corral for her training on role of secretary. Next is a chartered accountant and a management accountant with 23 years of work experience. Her journey with Toastmasters began in 2015 when she joined the oldest club in the GCC, which led her to take up various leadership roles in the club, area, and contests. At DTAC 2018, she was awarded the Vibrant HPL Award. She also represented her club in various contests at area, division, and district levels. An avid reader and enjoys different form of art during her spare time. Toastmasters, let's put our hands together to welcome the suave and indefatigable Toastmaster Subhashri Srinivasan for her workshop on role of treasurer. Next, we have a Toastmaster since 2018 who has served as VPPR, Sergeant at Arms, and now is the president of Cairo Toastmasters Club. Studied simultaneous interpreting, and now she teaches the kids. Please join your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Walla Ottoman for her training on role of Sergeant at Arms. Now, as we come to the end of our session of workshops and are moving to court training session, I feel that no event is complete without appreciating the contributors and expressing our gratitude. To do the honors, we have in our midst somebody who joined Toastmaster in October 2020. He has served as Sergeant at Arms and Secretary at club level, currently VP Education in Indian Club Toastmaster, VP Membership in Smedley Bahrain Toastmasters Club, and Secretary in Pratham Hindi Toastmasters Club. He has completed level 3 in Strategic Relationship Pathways, represented ISCT at Debate Lead in 2021, Quad Debate Contest, and won People's Choice Award for ICT team. He has won at club level, area level, and participated in division level in international, humor, table topic, and evaluation contests. Please, let's put our hand to welcome our education head for the evening, Toastmaster Devmalya Day, with a big round of applause.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. Honorable dignitaries, respected trainers, organizing committee, Toastmasters, and our most valued invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this momentous occasion. I, on behalf of District 20 Court Organizing Committee 2022-23, and all distinguished Toastmasters, and Toastmasters fraternity here together, all participants, and on my behalf, extend a very hearty vote of thanks to all speakers and addressees for gracing today's meeting and making it a grand success. A big thank you to District 20 Director, DTM Khalid Abdullah in absentia, Program Quality Director, DTM Mona Abdullah Al-Kwab, Club Growth Director, Toastmaster Yasser Ali Al-Kashar, Division D Director, Mohammad Al-Dusari, Workshop Trainer, DTM Fatima Abdullah, Toastmaster Maram Al-Radi, DTM Hisham Jeffrey, for taking time out of your busy schedule today afternoon to share with us your erudition and knowledge through such impactful workshop and training. My thanks also to Toastmaster Hazel D'Souza, DTM Sandy Stain, Toastmaster Najila Hamid, Toastmaster Farida Bai, Toastmaster Subhashri Srinivasan, Toastmaster Imelda Corralde, and Toastmaster Wala Uthman for their time and efforts in sharing insightful trainings which we will be having shortly. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation for our event chair for the evening, Toastmaster Prabodha Sarangi, and Chief Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Prajwal, for skilled handling of the event preparations and for ensuring a grand opening respectively. We are also very grateful to Toastmaster Shilpi Goel for her excellent navigation of the proceedings of today's afternoon as the Master of Ceremonies, and for her profound words setting the tone for the evening. We are all inspired by your great words. As a token of our appreciation and recognition of the efforts and services being rendered, we would like to award the certificates to all workshop leaders and trainers, beginning with DTM Fatima Abdullah. Ma'am, please acknowledge and accept this certificate. We have DTM Fatima Abdullah with us.
You can go ahead.
Okay. Next, we have Toastmaster Maram Al-Aradi. Ma'am, please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Next, we have DTM Hisham Jeffrey. Sir, please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Moving on to our trainers, Toastmaster Hazel D'Souza. Ma'am, please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Next, we have DTM Sandra Stain. Ma'am, please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Next is Toastmaster Najla Hamid. Ma'am, please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Next is Toastmaster Farida Bai. Ma'am, please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Moving on, next we have DTM Imelda Corral. Ma'am, please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Last but not the next, we have Toastmaster Subhashri Srinivasan. Ma'am, please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Last but not the least, we have DTM Wala Uthman. Ma'am, please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Next, we have certificate for our event chair, Toastmaster Prabodha Sarangi. So please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Certificate for our chief organizer, Muhammad Al-Dusari, DTM Muhammad Al-Dusari. So please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Next, for the education head.
I would say this certificate is for you, Toastmaster Demalya Dev. Please acknowledge and accept the certificate.
Thanks. Moving on, we have certificate for our registration head, Toastmaster Navinan. Toastmaster Navinan, please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Next, we have certificate for Toastmaster Amanda Barot, our head of public relations. Ma'am, please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Next, we have for our head of IT and moderator, Toastmaster Tawfiq Abdul Kadir. So please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Next, we have for our Chief Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Prajwal Ditikopa. Toastmaster Prajwal, please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Next, for our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Ashraf Abdullah Al Khayat. Toastmaster Ashraf, please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Next, for our Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Shilpi Goel. Toastmaster Shilpi, please acknowledge and accept this certificate.
Thank you.
Next, our backup Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Hemlata Singh. Toastmaster Hemlata, please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Next, for our timer, Toastmaster Dinesh Kumar Paul. Toastmaster Dinesh, please acknowledge and accept this certificate.
Thank you.
Next, for our IT moderator, Toastmaster Shakil Sheikh. Toastmaster Shakil, please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Toastmaster Mohammad Vikaruddin, also IT moderator. Toastmaster Mohammad, please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Toastmaster Anisur Rahman, IT moderator. Toastmaster Anis, please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Toastmaster Ravi Pulamala, IT moderator. Please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Toastmaster Wasim Khalid, IT moderator. Toastmaster Wasim, please acknowledge and accept this certificate. Moving ahead, I would like to express my gratitude to all registered court participants for taking time out of your day and attending the workshops, trainings, and making them a grand success. Well, event chair, ladies and gentlemen, an event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels start rolling weeks in advance. It requires planning and a hawk's eye for detail. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by our supremely resourceful, highly networked organizing committee, backed by equally motivated and dedicated support team and foot soldiers who have together done all the hard grind for past several weeks, working on different facets of the event, agenda, speakers, invitees, and coordinating, tweaking, closing, all such minute details that go towards making this event special and a memorable one. I cannot thank everyone enough for their involvement and their willingness to take on the completion of tasks beyond their comfort zone. Event chair, ladies and gentlemen, before it's curtains for the event, and I pass on the controls to our event chair and master of ceremonies, I would like to state once again, we are all most grateful to all speakers and addressees on this occasion and platform. We thank you for being with us this evening. It has been a great pleasure. Thank you very much. Over to you, Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dev Malya, for conducting the award ceremony and vote of thanks in such a professional manner. Now I would request everyone to open the video so that we can have a group photo. If everyone can just switch on their videos, we can have a group photo. We are all beautiful Toastmasters. I think everyone will agree to that. Okay. Now I give the control to event chair for taking over the meeting further. Over to you, event chair.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony. Toastmaster Dinesh, can you just help me to take the photos for everyone? Thank you so much.
Few more members are to switch on cameras, please. Please take a note. Photo will be clicked by head non-video participants who are not on video. They will not be in the screen. For them, I will take separately. So let us count. When I will say the 5, you have to say cheese, or you can say Silpi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is first screen. Please hold on. Again, second screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nobody is saying cheese. Okay, next move on the third screen. Still on third screen, you are opening. Please take the 2 seconds. Okay, I will now count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. For third screen, still people are opening. I will give bonus one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now it is your luck. If you are there in the screen, thank you. Back to you, event chair, Toastmasters.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dinesh, our timer. And thank you, our Master of Ceremony. You have done a good job. Please give a big round of applause to our Master of Ceremony. Now, our first session is over. There will be 15-minute break, but please don't go anywhere. This 15-minute break is for the IT moderator to open the breakout session. We have 7 breakout rooms that will be for all the court trainers. You all please join your respective breakout room. There will be President, Vice President Education, Vice President Membership, Vice President PR, Secretary, Treasurer, and Sajara. You can choose accordingly as per your role. Okay. So please join us after 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere, but be here and just.
DTM propaganda. I think it is better that let them just rename themselves. It started with the first role, then their name, so it will be easier to the moderator to shift them if nobody know how to shift.
Yeah, that will be.
Honorable Master of Ceremonies. Honorable Master of Ceremonies, it's DTM Ahmed Asif. I have a suggestion. Please define the naming conventions so that everybody comes in one standard. So it will be easy for distributing people to the related rooms. Thank you very much.
I would like to come in. I would like to know, like even DTM Seham has said, I have different roles. So how to go about it?
Morley, in this case, DTM Morley, in this case, you choose one of the room and go to that, and we register the other, and you can do the second one in the second quarter of it. But you can choose one, keep as one role, because you cannot be in all the rooms.
Okay.
Any members who have more than one role, they can register all the roles that they are doing this term in the Google form that will be shared in the breakout rooms, please. Will allow you to register more than one role.
Can I come in, please? My name is Vijay Bhatia. I'm the president of the Indian Club. So how will I know which room I have to go in? Would somebody would advise me, move to this
you will
room?
you will get a message to accept it, but after the break, after 15 minutes, after 10 minutes.
Okay. Got it. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Good evening, PQD. Good evening, CGD.
Good evening, Farida.
Good evening, DTM Farida. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm still not DTM. I'm just a TM.
Same as me, both together this year, inshallah.
Inshallah, inshallah. Let's work it out.
I registered, but I am waiting for the final.
I have a long way to go, even to register. So
we can all socialize now.
Congratulations.
Hi,
How is finally the naming convention? Is it going to be the club name, the position, and the name, or how is it?
On the Zoom, just put your role and then your name.
Yeah,
the role and the name. The club is not there, is it?
No, just
No.
role and the name.
DTM
But in the Google
Mona?
form, you have to, yes, Arid.
Yes, dear. I will attend one of the rooms, right? So I have several roles in another clubs. So at the form, at the end of the presentation, I will be able to enter all the roles, or it will depend on the first registration, or what exactly?
No, in the Google form, as we said, just fill all the roles. Just mention all the roles in the
At the end
Google
of
form
the presentation, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Are you presenting something today? No, right?
No.
No, in the breakout room, the link will be shared by the presenter there. So when you get the link, just register all the roles that you are holding this year, and
Awesome.
and the clubs, please.
Thank you.
All the clubs, right? DTM Mona. Good afternoon.
Yes. Good afternoon. It will show. It will ask you which club and which area, which division, and what's the role. And it will keep going until you finish.
I finish. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
In the form itself, you will mention the first role. If you have another role, you say yes, then it will open you another one.
Yeah, I know, like the one for registration. Yes, I follow that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, great. Okay. Thank you.
DTM Nana, sorry to come in. The two people had raised the hand. Sergeant at Arms and
Hamad Amin and
yes.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have only one role. So basically, I would, for whom should I send my name and my role. Shall I just share it in the chat for everyone, and then you guys will send me the link to
No.
register?
No.
Muhammad, you just put the position that you're doing this year. Which position you are doing this year?
The president of the club.
So you put president and then Muhammad Amin, and then they will guide you to the president.
Just rename your
president
name,
room.
Muhammad.
Yeah.
Rename. Go to the three dot and rename.
Okay.
Put
Thank you.
president.
In the breakout room, the presenter will share with you the Google Forms so that you register there.
Thank
so
you.
this will
Hello.
answer you, Muhammad Amin. Yes, Nagamra. Many people. I cannot see all the raised hands.
Yeah, Bikaruddin, Toastmaster Bikaruddin.
Yes.
I
think I was having some issue.
You
Okay,
all are
okay.
now co-host, so you can just check.
Who's speaking
Good
now?
evening, sir.
Can we get the questions?
Yeah, it's okay. No, I think my voice was not coming. Now it is.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Any
This
questions?
is Toastmaster Arun.
Yes, this is Pramukh. My question
Yes,
is, I have registered for two roles, VP Education and the VP Membership. Already registered a couple of weeks ago. So now what I have to do?
Now you have to go to the breakout room, whichever you want, whether you will go for VPE or VPM. And while you are there, after the presenter also will share with you another link to register there. So you have to register again that you are attending this workshop.
Okay, register again. Okay, thank you.
By the link, they will be shared by the presenter in the breakout room.
Okay, thank you very much.
Most
Thank
welcome. Yes. Any this is I think raised by before, right? Saravanan.
BPM Sarvanya. Sarvanam?
Yes.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes.
So I'm from Taska Toastmaster, VP membership. So how to get the breakout room? How to join?
Yeah, after the break, they will open all the breakout rooms and you will be guided there. You will get a message. You will get a message asking you to go to the breakout room of VPM. Then you accept this message. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Most welcome.
Hi, ma'am. This is Arun, Toastmaster. I registered for two roles, Sergeant and Arms and Secretary.
Yes.
I already registered in the link before the meeting. So still now I didn't get any message or anything from.
Did you? You mean you didn't get the agenda and?
Yeah.
From your email?
No. This breakout room message I didn't get.
After finish it, just wait 3 minutes. The moderators they are working on the breakout rooms, so they will just
I
guide you there.
already renamed my name with the SA and SC.
But you have to choose which one you want to go. Are you going Sergeant at Arm or Secretary? Now you're confusing the moderator.
I'll go first with the Sergeant at Arms.
So you just put Sergeant at Arm, and that's it. Yeah, and then he will guide you there.
Room open already. You will get the message.
Your respective room, it is open now.
Paraboda, can you give me co-host, please?
Yes.
So that I can move to all the rooms.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Already.
DTM Mona, I also need co-host, please.
Yeah, all presenters will get co-host, please.
No,
so that they can share.
The IT moderator is getting the post rights. They will allow you to share your presentation inside the breakout room. Just check that. Otherwise, I'll change.
No, the presenters should get the co-host so that they can also mute and unmute the breakout rooms there. They have the control, please.
Okay.
And they can get also the control of recording their workshop on their device and then share it with us. Because the iCloud will not allow them to share on the iCloud, in the breakout rooms. So it's better to give them the co-host. Unless you have a moderator there, IT in the breakout room that will help them
IT
to do that.
moderators there.
Yeah. Okay then. But is IT is going to record the ID moderator?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay then. Sandy, you're in a safe hand. So everything is done for you. Thank you, Paraboda. You're lucky. See.
Mr. Prabodh, I'm the president of the Indian club, so I have to move to my room. I have not received any instructions. And one more thing, can I also do the recording?
No.
Okay.
It's only to the IT moderator.
Okay. Will it be available to us if we want to?
Yeah, it will be available.
Okay.
Excuse
Any
me, I
moderate-
have not received any message to join a breakout room.
Yes,
Wait,
still
hold
1
on.
minute to go.
Toastmasters
Still 1 minute to
Prabodha?
go.
Toastmaster Prabodha, this breakout room has been renamed.
You got a message, the breakout room.
Breakout rooms are open already. They are available for all. Did you get a message?
No, I have not received any for the VP
No, they are
education.
available. I see many people joined the breakout rooms already.
Yeah, you can choose to join anytime, right?
Members.
Can you move Sandy because she's the presenter of VPE?
Thank you.
At the bottom of the
We
screen,
cannot
there is the breakout room.
keep her guests there without the
Can you someone guide us how to join the breakout room?
It popped up at the top, but I couldn't click on it. It didn't do anything. So
At the bottom of the screen, there is breakout room.
Rename yourself. We will
And
move
you'll
you
get
to the
a
rooms.
message.
Please rename yourself.
Can you pause the recording, please? The one he is recording, Tawfiq, is it you? Can you give pause on the recording? I don't think that we have to
Please
record all of this.
rename yourself. We will move you to the right room.